burnout doesn't always make you collapse onto a couch. Sometimes it keeps you functioning just well enough to ignore what your body's been asking for. Even if you've been in denial that you're actually burnt out, your body doesn't lie. So here's 12 signs that burnout does to your body, why each one happens, and then what to do about it. I'm Sushmita, but you can call me Sushi, and on this channel, I help you master your mind through yoga. And one quick thing before we begin, I am a yoga teacher, not a doctor. So if you've been experiencing some of these symptoms and they're getting really severe, it's worth just checking with your doctor. But this video basically gives you a yogi cleanse for what you've been experiencing. So let's dive right in. Number 1, you wake up tired even after a full night's sleep. You see, sleep prepares you when you can truly really switch off and go into that rest and digest mode. But if your system has been in burnout for a long time, it almost stays half on duty all night long. And even if you get the hours, you may not be getting the depth of the benefits of sleep. So it's kind of like a computer screen that keeps lighting up because you haven't shut the lid and put it on shutdown. And if it keeps waking up in the middle of the night, then it's not going to get fully charged and it's going to keep consuming power. Your body works the same way. Number 2, you feel wired like you just had a cup of coffee right before you go to sleep. But when you wake up in the morning, you feel dead and like don't have any energy at all. I know it sounds backwards, but a stressed system leans on these stress hormones to get through the day and navigate all the challenges. And by the time the evening comes around, it's almost like the timing of your circadian rhythm is so scrambled that it starts to serve alertness at 11 o'clock in the night. Now, don't tell me you're a night owl and you get your best work done at night when the rest of the world is asleep. It's almost like if that were really the case and you really were a night owl, then you should be able to get those 8 hours of sleep and wake up and spring out of bed without an alarm, right? But when you wake up, you know that you're tired and you're running on borrowed energy from your future self, and your circadian rhythm and we both know it. Number 3, the clenching. Whether it's your jaw or your stomach or your thighs, you just feel braced all the time. You catch that you're like, just kind of gritting your teeth in a meeting, or you're leaning forward in your chair as if you're like ready to defend yourself. Now, the jaw is one of the body's favorite places to store readiness. So right now, as you listen to this video, I just want you to kind of ground your hands, ground your feet, uncross your legs, just let your shoulders be open and just take a moment and feel like you can just relax your whole body. And I want you to do this time and time again at multiple points in the day, and you'll see over time that the whole alarm system in your body that's like so active in the background would slowly start to stand down. Number 4, shallow chest breathing. Now, if you try and put your hands on your ribs right now, you'll notice, wait a minute, my breath hardly gets to my ribs. And this is because when you start to breathe high and fast after a stressful event and you keep staying in that stress state, high and fast becomes the default. And so just for a minute, I want you to place your hands on your belly and just take a few deep breaths, really, really nice and slow, until you can bring your body back down. Now, if you do this after every meeting and ground yourself like this and really learn to breathe into your lower ribs, I promise you, you will feel the difference. Number 5, sugar and salt cravings that you never used to have. Now, a system that believes that there's an emergency right around the corner wants fast fuel, and it wants fast fuel now. Now, this is not some weakness of your character. It's not that you're like not disciplined enough. It's just that there's an animal part of us that's trying our best to protect us from danger. And so instead of eating whatever's in front of you or just like sitting on your hands and being more disciplined, try and work with the feeling of why is there this emergency in my body, and you'll notice slowly over time that the craving quietly disappears. Number 6, getting ill the moment you finally stop. Have you ever noticed when you go on a holiday and suddenly you notice, oh my gosh, I've got a head cold, the rest of my family wants to go on this trip, but I just don't feel like it. Whenever you do this, it's almost like the backlog is getting processed. And in a way, it's actually a good sign because your body is doing its best to regulate you back down. But you have to be able to regulate yourself every single day, not twice a year when you don't have any other option. Number 7, the 3 o'clock wall. It's not sleepiness, it's not like, something went wrong. You just feel these dull emotions, and it's like your body is running on emergency fuel. You've been doing so much all day without giving yourself a break, and it's almost like a phone battery that just dies and abandons you when you're trying to use Google Maps and get back home. Every single time you let yourself go to that empty battery stage, it's like you're putting your body into stress. So just notice, can I allow this wall to come or like later and later in the day, or not at all? That is a sure sign of burnout recovery. Number 8, cold hands in a warm room. Alert systems basically pull blood to the big muscles and away from the edges of you, your fingers and your toes. And if you notice your hands getting super cold in a meeting room, that's just your body saying, we are in a threatening situation. We need to gather all our resources. And so your task is to actually provide safety in your body so that it can naturally return to homeostasis. Number 9, when that Sunday evening comes around and there's just this dread in your stomach, you find the same mysterious knot somehow coming at 4 o'clock every single Sunday on a schedule. And it's like bracing for danger on a schedule. But you need a practice that also happens on a schedule so that your body can release and relax and prepare for the week ahead instead of like bracing for this challenge. Number 10, you can no longer even sit through a movie with your loved ones. The restlessness is just everywhere. You see your legs are jiggling, suddenly your phone pops in your hand and you start scrolling even if the whole theater is dark. It feels like you're a revved up engine that's just sitting there idling because it's like not allowed to move. You're creating all this noise and like huffing and puffing, but you're not able to sit still. Now, this is not just like an attention problem. It's your body being in a state of alarm because it knows that there's other things it has to do and it can't afford to relax. Number 11, everything in your body hurts a little bit. Whether it's your shoulders or your hips or your lower back, there's just this general ache and there's no injury, there's no soreness. You've barely moved your body enough to create that kind of reaction. And it's almost as if when you leave it like this for many months, you could end up creating chronic tensions in your body. So stretching regularly is so important to relieving these muscle aches and not experiencing this kind of pain because it's not normal. And number 12, the final one, you feel it in your chest whenever your phone buzzes. Maybe Claude just finishes something and it goes ping, and that small internal jump at every notification when your body is like, if you multiply that by 200 times when everything goes off, your alarms go off, your AI or whatever system is working, it's like 200 emergency drills every single day. So you don't need more discipline to be on top of everything as soon as it finishes. You just need to be able to have time where you're not with your phone and you can truly just be on the mat and with yourself in silence. So those are the 12 signs, and if you feel personally attacked right now, don't worry. I know because I've been there, and I've also helped dozens of people through this exact feeling, and every single sign is almost just a way that your body is protecting you. It's been working overtime on your behalf, and I think it's time that we stop fighting the signs that our body is telling us and actually do something about it. And it can be retrained every single day with a practice, and then slowly the system will recalibrate. So comment the word reset below, just that one word, and I will send you a link to a free 3-day yoga challenge. It's not something fancy. I'm not going to teach you crazy poses. It's literally just stop overthinking and stop being afraid and just step on the mat. It's literally called Get on the Mat, and I've also put that same link in the description below for you. But take a look, see how it works for you. Thank you so much for watching till the very end, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.